say... Hi, Tumizi here. I'm sorry for the interruption, but you'll understand why at the end. I commute to work almost daily, and during my commutes, I've come to notice various phenomena. These phenomena sometimes can be annoying, like a man-spreader, being accosted by an overly aggressive airtime or chocolates vendor, and my very worst on the list, when a preacher sits deceptively quietly until the matatu pulls away from the stage, then they leap to their feet. Watu wa Mungu na wasalimu katika jina la... Oh my gosh, those people. The stuff I've described is mostly just irregular and looks unmeaningful to the greater picture of life. But the thing about being seated for 30 minutes to even an hour at a time is that you get to thinking. And sometimes when you think, connections start to happen. Like with the overly aggressive vendors, yeah? They want to sell. Sometimes I'll say yes, other times I'll say no. It's over, right? But after seeing them countless times, I noticed that there were some people who didn't resist them as much. And those people turned out to be overwhelmingly women. Especially if the vendors were selling sweets, chewing gum, and chocolates. Over time then I started to ask questions, like if perhaps the growing cuddliness of our women could be due to this unwillingness to say no. And I totally understand the temptation here. I mean, for me at 10 bob, you can buy 2 packs of ginger nuts, 1 small chocolate, 3 or 4 tropicals. I mean, right there at your seat. You don't even have to go anywhere. Also, if you just listen to these vendors, you'd think that the tasty treats they're selling are just something nice and harmless. Chocolates, mami? Hizi ni tamu kabisa. Well, too much tamu is taboo to your tummy. Excess sugar in the body gets directly metabolized into fat. Think about that. And the more easily accessible sugary things are to us, and the more we give in to them, the inevitable happens. Studies done in the last 5 years or so show that there actually is a weight problem among women in Kenya. For instance, a Kenya Demographic and Health Survey done in 2014 by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics and the Ministry of Health, among others, states that 1 in 3 women in Kenya is either overweight or obese. Another study done in 2017 by the World Health Organization called Nutrition in the WHO Africa Region put Kenya at the top 9th, with 32.8% of women between 18 and 49 being obese. Swaziland led the pack at 50.6%. And the countries with the lowest incidences of obesity were Burundi, Madagascar, and Ethiopia. Why am I not surprised? Something very important to note here is that the studies I read were of women between 18 and 49 years old. This is around the time when most women bear children, and weight gain at that time is definitely expected. However, there's a difference between just gaining weight because you're pregnant and being overweight or obese. Basically, what I'm saying is that there's a serious problem here, and we need to all beware and watch what we eat, because if we get too large and heavy, then we're putting ourselves at the risk of bone and joint problems, heart disease, and diabetes, among others. And eating sweet goodies like chocolates and cookies on a regular basis is one of the easiest ways to arrive at this horrible destination. So that's the end of today's video, nice and short. So what do you think? Do I have a point, or am I just being a mean misogynist who doesn't want women to enjoy things? Say something in the comments, please. And as I leave, let me just say this. Wonderful women, this time I'll ask you to do the opposite of my previous closing statement. Next time you see that chocolate vendor walking towards your seat with those scrumptious looking chockies in shiny wrappers and your heart beats, cold sweat drips down your back, don't stay woke. Close your eyes and picture...
Oh no, he didn't.